When our dysregulation is at its peak, our ability to think effectively is impaired. And often those with BPD will engage in risky behaviors, self-destructive behaviors, or impulsive behaviors, all in an attempt to regulate uncomfortable emotions, uncomfortable moods, and thoughts. So the way we think about the world impacts our behaviors, and not just for individuals with BPD, but for everybody. Hello, I'm McFarland, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and a national certified counselor from the state of Michigan. I wanted to talk to you today about living with borderline personality disorder, or BPD. BPD can impact your mood, your thoughts, your behaviors, and your energy. Oftentimes, you can have BPD in addition to other mental health issues, making one more irritable, moody, or dysregulated. So let's talk about how BPD impacts your ability to think about the world. For example, individuals with BPD may be seeing the world through their BPD and have extreme ways of thinking, such as something is either all good or all bad, feeling like other people don't understand you, or feeling like you have to push people away before they get a chance to leave you. You may even have extreme ways of thinking about yourself, such as, I'm a bad person, I can't do anything right, my life is never going to change, I don't matter. And those are all very common thoughts for individuals with BPD. You may experience extreme mood changes in a very short time span. So, for example, you might be feeling okay one minute, very sad the next minute, and maybe 5 minutes later, you're really angry and you're not even sure what's going on. Sometimes you may feel your emotions much more intensely than other people. And maybe other people don't even understand how intense that your emotions are, because, sometimes other people might say things to you like, it's not that bad. I don't understand why you're reacting this way. You're being a drama queen, or you're making way too much out of this, right? Sometimes people don't understand that individuals with BPD feel those emotions much more intensely than others. And when we are dysregulated, right, we can become dysregulated at the smallest of things sometimes, right? So, for example, let's just say a schedule change happens, right? For other people, yeah, they might be inconvenienced or annoyed, but maybe for folks with, BPD, they're going to feel extremely irritated. They're going to take that very personally. They're going to take that as something against them. And they may become very dysregulated over the fact of a schedule change, whereas other people might be like, yeah, it's not so bad. It's a little disappointing. I'm a little irritated, and the day can go on. For individuals with BPD, their day may stop right there, and they have a hard time getting through the rest of the day. When our dysregulation is at its peak, our ability to think effectively is impaired. And often those with BPD will engage in risky behaviors, self-destructive behaviors, or impulsive behaviors, all in an attempt to regulate uncomfortable emotions, uncomfortable moods, and thoughts. So the way we think about the world impacts our behaviors, and not just for individuals with BPD, but for everybody. However, when individuals have BPD, the more dysregulated that they get, the more likely they are to engage in ineffective behaviors. These behaviors, in turn, impact your thoughts and may even reinforce how you're seeing yourself or others. Our mood is not only impacted by our thoughts, but our energy level is also impacted by those thoughts. Think about when you get dysregulated. How hard is it for you to get back to feeling like yourself, right? During that time, your energy is gone. You're from dealing with intense emotional dysregulation that you may not even be able to get up and meet your needs effectively for the rest of the day. By learning about how your BPD impacts your thoughts, you can begin to take control of these thoughts. This is where mindfulness can be extremely effective for you. Just simply notice that you're having some thoughts and how those thoughts are impacting how you see the world. And your thoughts might not necessarily be factual. So, for example, if I'm having a thought that I don't matter, I can start just identifying that this is a thought, right? And this might be a thought that's coming through my BPD filter, right? And it's not true, right? I can have all kinds of thoughts, and it doesn't mean that my thoughts are the facts, right? So, for example, I could think about magical unicorns, and it does not mean that there are magical unicorns in the world. So if you're identifying a thought that you don't matter, that you're not important, that nobody understands. Just take a moment to start noticing, how is this thought impacting your mood, impacting your behaviors, and impacting your energy level. Identifying a thought as just a thought is important. This allows you to separate yourself from your thoughts. You can say to yourself, I just noticed that I had the thought that I don't matter, right? Being able to just give yourself a little bit of space can help with understanding that this is your BPD filter, right? This is the way that your BPD is impacting how you see yourself, how you see yourself in the world, right? Remember, just because you have a thought, it doesn't mean it's true. That's very important to remember. It's not true. However, when we do have some of those thoughts and we give an emotional charge to those thoughts, such as like, I don't matter, and in my body I can feel angry or sad or upset, I'm much more likely to believe that thought is true. So remember, when I have an emotional charge that goes with my thought, I'm much more likely to believe that is a true thought, when in reality, it's my BPD filter at play, right? It's my BPD impacting how I'm looking at the world, impacting how I'm looking at myself, and impacting how I'm seeing my thoughts. Remember, you can practice just observing your thoughts at any time, and no matter what you're doing, you can practice that skill. The more you practice observing your thoughts, the more effective you get in identifying thoughts that can lead you to dysregulation, lead you to be ineffective, lead you to be impulsive, lead you to be angry. So it's really important you start really identifying your thoughts. And remember, mindfulness, again, is just catching your thoughts on purpose. The more that you can do that, the more effective you're going to be at regulating and controlling your BPD symptoms. So remember, thoughts are something that you have. They are not who you are. As always, if you have any questions you would like to see me answer, please feel free to contact me at any time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more information on mental health and BPD, and be sure to check out the other videos that we have on BPD.